just want you to come home.
I can't come home until I finish this. If you want me to come home, you can leave me alone.
Some time ago, me and some buddies got together and we wanted to challenge ourselves. We wanted to see if in just a couple of weeks, we could shoot a high-level looking Hollywood production. We knew that in order to pull this off, we would depend on two things, our visuals and our storytelling. Since we were set to shoot in an LED volume, and I am starting to become a virtual production specialist, I took charge in making all the Unreal Engine environments that were going to be projected on the wall. Virtual production is the process of developing environments in Unreal Engine and projecting them on an LED wall that is synchronized with a camera tracking system that allows for us, the filmmakers, to film the actors and the environments at the same time, making the visual effects and the fake environment that we create on the Unreal Engine a real-time effect that comes out directly into the footage. So the first step that I do when trying to create these environments is to gather my references. I go into Google Images, I go into some AI generated images, and then I give it some prompts to give me something resembling of what I might want my final build to look like. Then I go into PureRef and then compile them all together. This is so that I can get a very broad and vast idea of where I want the environment to go, and then later on the process I can knuckle in down the specifics of the environment. Now, with our references finally gathered, we're gonna jump into the engine. It's a very simple process. We're gonna put a couple of walls and a couple of lights that are gonna help dictate the look that the environment is eventually gonna land in. With the block I've not done, I then went to the Quixelbridge library of assets. Here, I downloaded a bunch of textures and a bunch of assets that I can help populate the scene with to help bring it to life. After I put a couple of pillars in, I then decided to create a master material that I could create then material instances to then quickly and efficiently texture my scene without having to stop my workflow at any point. I used the Pwnisher's master material guide linked in the description below so that I could speed up my workflow and help optimize and get to the end result even quicker. At this point, I was very happy with the direction the environment was taking. But going back to our references, I really like the idea of having windows to help build more depth and with the world building. So I quickly jumped into Blender, modeled some windows, and then put them into environment to help push the look. With my windows now in place, I could finally start directing my lighting. I got a really nice looking HDRI from Polyhaven, link in the description below, and I started directing my lighting based on it. I wanted to have some God rays coming in from the left side, and I wanted a very soft reflection on the floor. I also wanted to help with the believability of the room. I wanted to give it some messiness, make it look more realistic, so I went back into Blender, made a couple of cables, and then brought them into Unreal and dropped them along the floor to help sell the idea that this was a grungy kind of warehouse. Lastly, to help with the depth of the scene and help it not feel so flat, I went to Leonardo AI and I asked it to give me a couple of building images. I then took them into Photoshop, cropped them out, and made some building mesh planes that I could just put in the background of the environment to help sell believability, to give it more depth. And that's basically it. That's most of the work already done. After sending the environment to the team for feedback and opinions, I tweaked the lighting and the textures a little bit, and then finally landed on the look that went into the final film. So, what did it look like? After finally putting it up on the volume and getting to film, this is what the final film looks like. I'm personally very proud and very happy of the work that I got to do with these people, and I cannot wait to work with them again. If you enjoyed the video and you liked seeing my process through environments like this or just 3D art in general, please consider hitting the subscribe button because more videos like this are definitely coming on their way. And with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next time.